Hello everybody, Lisa here. Welcome back to my channel. I just filmed like 2 videos and noticed that they weren't recording the entire time. Don't ask me how that happened, but it happened. So we're going to do this again. I really want to do this. This is just a video response to, this is a video response to Cormack Carr's What is Magic? And he's starting a new series all about magic on his YouTube channel, which I'm really excited about. One of the things that I am hoping to do with my channel is eventually merge more and more content that is not solely tarot, which is funny because of course my channel name currently is Supportive Tarot, and I'm thinking about another name to maybe play with at some point that's a little bit more broad, because I'm really excited to talk about things like magic and witchcraft and self-worth and all these other topics that are really important to me. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'm just going to leave it for now, but I'm kind of thinking about it. Anyways, I was really excited to see Brian starting up this new series, and in it he invited a response to the question, what is magic, for us to meditate on or to pull some cards on, or however we wanted to address it. And so as he was talking about this, I literally have my deck. The decks that I'm working with each week, I usually have them with me. So like in my purse, like all the time, ideally. And so I just pulled out my deck that I'm working with this week, which is the Raven's Prophecy Tarot. And I started shuffling and pulling cards. Well, no, let me back up. I didn't pull cards. This is actually kind of cool. Normally what I do is I consciously shuffle, I cut, and then I draw from the top of the newly cut pile, or the pile that I've moved to the top. But I was really drawn while I was listening to Brian kind of wrap up his video. He just asked us to do this video response to shuffle hand over hand, and a jumper came out, and I was like, this is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to let the cards pick themselves. So I shuffled until I had 3 jumpers, and they were all super relevant, so I just wanted to share them with you. So the first card that came up for me was Temperance. Temperance made perfect sense to me the moment I pulled it. I was like, of course, magic is about balance. And for me, magic is about balancing energies, and particularly energies that might be moving in different directions. So when we're talking about elemental energies or the elements, I think of them with their directional associations that I learned when I was younger. So north being earth, east being air, west being water, south being fire, and all of that actually makes sense with my geographic location as well, which is awesome. But the other thing that this really makes me think of is that as a yoga teacher and a yogini, I work with prana and apana, which are upward and downward moving energies. So within my practice and in the way that I teach, I talk about prana and apana in my practice. I explore prana and apana in my practice, and I really intentionally try to balance that upward moving energy of prana and the downward moving energy of apana through rooting and lifting and inhaling and exhaling and all of these things. So this made perfect sense to me as a huge component of what magic is balancing these opposing energies, this push-pull, and getting them into a place of harmony. So I really, really enjoyed that card as a representation of magic. My next jumper couldn't have been more appropriate. I'll put it in front of my face so it focuses well. The Magician. How perfect is that? He's got all of his tools carved right into his hand, which for me was a reminder that magic doesn't have to be about a tool or an object or a crystal or an herb. It doesn't have to be any of that. It literally only really needs to be about our own intent and pulling up that power within us and really working towards a particular intention. And so that felt very appropriate about what magic is. And finally, my third jumper was this image, the 9 of Wands. And I got this instant hit of like, of course, because sometimes magic feels like we're working with something beyond our control, I mean, I can go back and forth about that concept, but for me, when I'm focused, I feel like I'm able to work with energy and work with my intention and work with magic in a way that's both empowering and also not overwhelming. But there have definitely been times when I've been working with magic where I felt like it's taken over, or maybe my intention has been more distracted, not as focused, and so it's felt like it wasn't quite going the way that I wanted it to go. And so there is this idea of really respecting, I believe, what magic is all about, respecting what you're trying to do and respecting the energies and the sources that you're working with. And so that's what this card made me think of, was be aware that you could also get burned if you're not careful, right? Like, you need to work with it mindfully. And so these three together could not, to me, have been, see if I can put them in the order I drew them. There we go. They could not have been more perfect. Sorry, I know I'm kind of covering up, but I'm the worst at figuring out old stuff. Like, seriously, I'm such a klutz. Anyways, in the first version of this video that I thought I was filming, that I wasn't really filming, I dropped like half my deck on the floor. And I was like, what just happened? Anyways, I just wanted to thank Brian for such a fun prompt. And I am really excited to be participating. I'm really excited for this series. And I just can't wait to see what's up next. So I will link Brian's video down below so that you can see it for yourself. And I look forward to talking to you all again very, very soon. Bye!